Biafra, my man. Oh yes, so run no me wanna wash nana. Biafra, my man. Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoku. The spirit of Biafra is upon me. That is why I am offering this song to our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in Urobo dialect and Isoko. Lucky star is sinking, I'm sinking, Udogu, Ekpa. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Amorotomo, Agbada Brururu. Excellency Simon Ekpa. Nieruwe yo, Witruwe Salo. With the same the freedom you brought to do well for us. Urobisoko with the same no. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. PM Ekpa Njoku. You have done so much for us. I am shedding tears of joy. Your tide cannot be seen easily. I search around the whole world, the greatest freedom fighter. We, the Robo, we appreciate you awesome. Worry sister, say you are so good, you are so wonderful. Clara Dimu say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada. Helen Peter say you are so good. Patricia Robo say you are so good. Amorutamo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the sedo. What a wonderful man. The good guy. It's only the food that we eat him. And I know those who are sitting at the fence in this Biafra struggle, they will not learn. Maybe they will learn in the grave. Urobisoko with the seno. The freedom you brought to do well for us. Worry sister say you are so good. Urobisoko with the seno. Paradim say you are so good. Anna Wabadaburu. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. Urobisoko with the seno. Urobisoko we throw a salute. Even lucky star, it is said do. You do well, it is said do. Brgie said, you do well, we salute you, we throw a salute. Patricia Urobo say you are so good, you are so good. Amarotomo Agbada Guru. I am in tears of joy. For your good one cannot be quantified. Oh, Amorotomo Agbada Guru. Ewo, Isuko
those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message to you. Those who from their mother's womb were born. Do this very well. You must be very, very strong.
When the Moroku, Nijimwero Mekumu Biafra. When the Siputa, Makamwero Mekanyinaga. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo.
Oh, when the Moroku, Makamwero Wangi. Oh, when the Muruchekwa, Makamwero Wemu Biafra. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo. The spirit of Biafra, Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. When the Biafra Gideon, Ogeruo. Oh, Amadike no na donjon, Mugeweki Eremeyae. Odike, Mosike Rurajobalike. Biko Kulien, Ogeruo. Biko Kulien, Iye Jamalike, Ogeruo. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in exile, Master Simon Ekpa, a point to smooth to swing up and in Naibuna. Never brother and down from my Ebudo or Guinea. Master Simon Ekpa, a mesu of Okwere, Onyendu. Iye Jamalike, Imapa Simon Ekpa Wujie. Iye Jamalike, Simon Ekpa Watakatapo. Ojuda Kwenyi, Mwikwere Onyendu Kine Betata. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, Mwa Prime Minister Veronye, Aniga Manuga, I will follow you, Anina, I will follow you, I will follow you, Mwa Simon Veronye. The question is this: if Nigerian government failed to organize a referendum for children of Biafra, are you ready to lead us to do anything in order to get freedom from Biafra? And I'm going to be number one. If you're looking for 100 men, you'll find 50 in me. Okwe Kucharangui, Master Simon Ekpa, or Guinea. Master Simon Ekpa, Biko, Kisiki, Kaka, Noku, Atakata, Kaina, Ojuda, Uwe, Kwipolonyendu, Kine, Menata. I am 50 men, oh yes, and I said, promise. I will follow you, I will follow you, I will follow you, never look back. I will follow you, for Prime Minister Veronye, and you got one who got to follow you, and I will follow you, I will follow you, for Simon Veronye. Oh, Madike Biafra, Dahi Poroka Biarole. Iye Jamadike, Biafra Republic Government Awukie. Iye Jamadike, Commander General Lekwejiri. General Moduso, Sona Atakata War. Commander Holy Ghost, maka Biafra. Wero putara anyị onye ndu Simon Ekpa
Witness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said,
Biafra Republic! Biafra Republic!
Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on this program this morning. Wherever you are connecting to this platform this morning, I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of the program. If you are joining us from Biafra land, you are joining from the zoo, you are joining from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, you are joining us from Russia, from China, from Israel. Whichever part of the world you are joining us from, I welcome you and I appreciate you for being part of this program. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone. If you have not yet subscribed or followed us on this platform, please kindly do follow us so that he will be having update each time we come online. And for the sake of those who are joining us for the very first time, this platform that you are watching this program is a platform that stands under the Biafran government. A platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the command of our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi. In this very platform where you are watching this program, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack individuals. We don't come here to attack any religion or race. What we do in this platform is to bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, to tell the world what is going on in Biafran territory. Biafra is the old southeastern region of Nigeria, a country that have existed from 1967 up until 1970, fought a brutal war for Nigeria, and Nigeria didn't just fight Biafrans, they committed genocide and committed war crimes and starved children to death in Biafra land and took over the land of Biafra since 1970 up to this minute. Since then, the war, they claim that the war has ended and they said no victory over vanquish, promise the 3R, none of them have been implemented. Reconstruction, reintegration, and God heaven knows what else they thought about it. About 3R that they promised. No one was kept up to this very period of time. And since then, the war has continued. They have continued to fight this war on different fronts. They have continued to fight this war, even when they have come lately this year and they declared it openly. They say they are fighting a jungle warfare in Biafran territory. Later, they call it asymmetric warfare, announced by their chief of army staff. This war has been going on, but they hide it from the world. The conventional media is not reporting it. The international media is not reporting it. Nobody is paying attention to this war going on in Biafra land. But we try as much as we can to report this war that is going on in Biafra territory. And we will not be silent. The Biafran people in the old southeastern region, which is being in occupation now by Nigeria, has been pursuing their freedom, and we will continue to pursue our freedom. And today it has become much more clearer than ever that our freedom is in our hand. That is why we must have to do everything possible to get out of the zoo. On today's program, as we have come, it is always an interactive section, a section where anyone that wants to join us or have a point to make can join us on stage. If you are watching me from the YouTube, which is where I'm hosting the program, David Harbour channel, if you are watching from David Harbour channel, you can click the link, follow that link, come in and make your contribution. You can click that link, come in. It is not meant for only the Biafran people. It is not meant for only those who believe in what we believe. As long as you're human, regardless your belief, your ideology, even if you're a one Nigerianist and you have a sensible question to ask, come in and ask your question. Bring in your question here. We are going to answer you as long as you keep it civil. Keep it civil. And when you are appearing on stage, you must appear in a decent manner, dress properly, and again, keep your questions civil. No matter how angry you are at us, no matter how angry we are at you, no matter the kind of ideology we have or what we believe or what we don't believe, no matter your religion or whatever anger you have, when you come on this platform, try as much as possible to conduct yourself so that you can pass your message to the understanding of the world. When you come on stage to speak, it's either we learn from you or you learn from us. If you have a genuine argument to disprove whatever we are saying, feel free. Click the link on David Harbour channel. On the comment section, you are able to see the link. Click the link and come in and make your point. We are going to give you all the time to express yourself and we will respond accordingly. My fellow Biafrans that are watching, I welcome every one of you once again, and we are going to do the needful as we have always done. Today's topic, I have chosen to speak about the unwavering commitment of the unwavering commitment to defend Biafra land by the Biafra Republic of Exile Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. It must be applauded. That unwavering commitment to defend Biafran land by our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku must be applauded. Wherever you are, whether you are a Biafran or you're not a Biafran, as long as you are lover of freedom, there is no reason why you will not applaud the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa for the steps he's taking to restore Biafra, for the legitimate and lawful steps he has been taking to make sure Biafra is restored, not only in words, but in action. Today we have seen it that for a very long time, the Zoological Republic have been ignoring the Biafrans. Ignoring the Biafrans, they call us miscreants, they call us children, they call us different kinds of them. But not in 2024, under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. We can no longer be ignored. They cannot afford to ignore us. Because today, they understand the consequence of ignoring the Biafran people. We have come a long way to get this far. And I can bet you that so many things that have been achieved today has never, ever been done since the pursuit of Biafra from our eternal leader, Deep Onmegoju, up to this moment. There are so many things that have been established in this present structure. Everything that needs to be done to have a government or have a country has been put in place. The government of Biafra is functional, very, very functional, following every legal means to restore Biafra. We have been in captivity for a very long time, and the Zoological Republic continue to commit genocide in Biafra land. Innocent lives have been lost on a daily basis. The governments continue to hide this fact from the people. But the more they continue to hide it, the more we continue to expose it to the world, and the world must hear us. We thank Chukwu Okike that in 2024, a man has volunteered himself, the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, today to fight for the restoration of Biafra. He has made it very, very clear. The multi-dimensional system to restore Biafra, they are all functional. We are pursuing everything in legal form. The lobbying group are doing wonderfully well diplomatically. There is lobbying going on everywhere in the world. The liaison offices across the world are working. And when you come politically, the consent of the Biafran people have been sought, and the Biafrans have given their mandate to the government of Biafra to restore Biafra. More than 50 million people have casted their vote in favor of Biafra. More than 50 million people. Such has never been seen before. So many countries you see existing today, we did not get up to 1,000 votes before they come to existence. But in the case of Biafra, we have more than 50 million votes still counting. And the voting is still ongoing. If you are a genuine Biafran and you have not yet voted, there is still an opportunity for you to vote. The vote is done online and also on the ground. All you need to do is to make inquiry. Reach out to any of the media warriors or pay attention to the media. You are going to understand and see where you can cast your vote. You can cast your vote online. Go to our platforms on X or on Facebook, wherever you're going to see the link. The easiest place to get it is in the platform of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa on X. Just go to X, you type Simon Ekpa. You will see the verified account in blue. That is the very first thing you're going to see, the link for the voting. Follow that link and cast your vote. Follow the link and cast your vote. As soon as you cast your vote, I bet you everything will be done. The only thing that the government of Biafra needs is the consent of Biafra. And I thank Chukwu Okike that so far so good, that consent has been received. You must have to play your own part as a Biafran. If you remove yourself from this legitimate work, this sincere job, you will have yourself to blame. The restoration of Biafra today is not in man. It's not just by talking and coming online to shout, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. We have passed that. When we are coming online to shout and hail Biafra only, was when we were creating the awareness and evangelism. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, completed the awareness and evangelism completely. Nothing is remaining. If you are a Biafran today and you still feel that you have not had the message, it is up to you. You are deceiving yourself. The message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu resonated with everybody, including the people in the Middle Belt, including the people in the Southwest, and also even in the North. The evangelism was massive. Today, we are in the new dimension under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we are in restoration. The restoration of Biafra is where we are today, and every single thing that has to be done is being done. Today, Biafra is being discussed in the highest level in this world. every one of us can agree with me that no matter how you hate the United States, no matter how we hate to say certain things, there are certain things you cannot run away from. There is no way you can do anything in this earth that we live today in this world without involving the United States. When you are able to get the United States on your own side, I bet you have succeeded almost 50%. They are still a stakeholder, no matter where you are. It is sad to say, but that is the nature of the world. And the Biafran government has done a lot today in DC. Our lobbying group are doing a great job in DC. They are doing what they have to do, lobbying, not in the secret. Everything I'm telling you is in the open. If you are not yet aware, all you need to do is just go to the X handle of our Prime Minister. You are going to see every single evidence you need in picture, on video, on audio. You are going to see that. You can make inquiries on your own to find out what we are saying. This is no longer a time for joke. If Biafra restoration have been a joke for a very long time, not anymore in the new dimension, under the command of our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. If you are yet to support the government of Biafra and you are from that old Southeastern region, shame on you. Shame on you. This is not the time to beg anybody. All you need to do is to stand up to your responsibility. Stand up to your responsibility. There is no way you can compete with more than 50 million people that have voted for Biafra from the 40 states of Biafra. The 40 states of Biafra, everyone voted from those states, and we have up to 50 million votes. You can't beat it. No government in this world will see that number and keep silent. No organization will see that number and keep silent. And watch out. During our convention, pay attention and see what is going to happen in November, December. And after the declaration of Biafra, the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, 2nd of December, it is going to be a different ballgame. And you are going to begin to see recognition from countries across the world. We have done our homework and we did it well. We cannot operate as an island. Always remember that. We want to create a nation that can compete with other nations of the world. We want to create a nation that can be able to interact with other nations of the world. And for you to do that, you must have to interact with people and lobby. That is what our Prime Minister is doing, and he's doing it very, very well. The pursuit of Biafran freedom today is not done online. That is why when I see those clowns who are busy fighting against their own brother, instead of fighting against the person that is holding them captive, I weep for them, because these people don't know what they are doing. It's either they are covered by their shame, by their ignorance, by their wickedness, envy, and jealousy. How could you say you are fighting for freedom and then you don't have to focus your energy on the person that is holding you captive? You are focusing on your energy on somebody who is fighting for the same thing you are fighting for. Just because you look at it as if he has an upper hand, you should be grateful that he is doing very well and have an upper hand. You should be grateful at that. Why are you bent on talking down on something that is working? My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are today, if you are lucky to make it up to this time, thank Chukwu and continue to stand firm under the government. Our victory is sure. The commitment of the Prime Minister to restore Biafra is unwavering. It does not matter your propaganda, your blackmail, the attack that is coming from the west, north, south, east. It is unwavering. And I am so happy that the Biafran people are giving massive support. You know, most time when we come online and we say that the government of Biafra is in charge of Biafran territory, people think it's a joke. You have just seen an example. The attempt to bring terrorists into Imo State. Our Prime Minister came online and warned, and they called it a joke. Today, that place is leveled. And so many other places has been discovered where they want to camp these terrorists. And every of those apartments and buildings will be leveled down. They will all be leveled down. For those of you who think that the pursuit of Biafra today is by shouting all hail Biafra or by saying Mazen Nandekan is our leader, we have gone past that. We are now living in reality. We are now living in reality. You can see fact. You can see things that are happening. the earlier you begin to focus on the reality of today, the better for you. I pray that every one of us sit up and do what we have to do. You're welcome, my brother Ndode. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me, Ndode? Oh, I think Ndode is gone. He's no longer there. So, my fellow Biafran that are watching, we must have to continue to do our part. If you know what you will do to support the restoration of Biafra, please do not hesitate. In the pursuit of the freedom of Biafra, there are things that we need to do. In defense of Biafra land, there are things you must do. There is no way you can defend Biafra land with an empty hand. It doesn't work. There is no way you can go for self-defense with an empty hand. It doesn't work. If you want to defend yourself against an enemy, you are going to use equal measure, even greater measure, to defend yourself. That is how it is. And in defending Biafra land, you can't do it with empty hand. It needs finance. That is why today, every Saturday, the Biafran people are coming together to raise funds. The Biafran people are coming together to raise funds, no matter how small it is. The little amount that's being contributed, you can see a lot of success have been made. There is no organization sponsoring the restoration of Biafra. No government is sponsoring. The Biafran people are sponsoring their freedom by their own self, just like other people have done in the past. And I bet you, wherever you are today, begin to seek for something to do in the restoration of Biafra. Take up a responsibility. If you have not started contributing, please make your contribution, no matter how little, it's going to go a long way. Remember the IOU loan. The IOU loan is still on. You can give a loan to Biafra, which will be paid back to you with 100% interest and other benefits. The link for the IOU loan is there on our website. All you need to do is to make the contact or reach out to any of the media warriors. They will direct you on how to go about the IOU loan. For every contribution you make, you will have 100% interest and the restoration of Biafra. And the least to invest in that IOU loan is $1,000. If you are capable and you want to invest on it. Invest on it. You will never regret it. There are several other ways to make contribution. There are several other ways to support. Any way you know you can support, make sure you belong to one group or the other that has to do with Biafra. In any place you find yourself across the world, make sure you are noted by the liaison office of Biafra there. Get acquainted with the liaison officer. Get acquainted with the restoration of Biafra. Get acquainted with the government of Biafra so that they can stand for you when the time comes. It is no longer a time to speak and speak and speak. This is time of action. I could remember in those days when we come online to broadcast, the Biafrans will be telling us, we need action, we need action. When you go to comment section, all you'll be hearing is action, action, action. Now we are in the time of action. Your sponsorship is needed. Your own part is needed. You need to play your own part today. The government of Biafra is acting above average. Even our enemies are surprised the kind of success the Biafran government is making. That is how good and how far they have gone. And I pray that Chukwu Okikabia will continue to strengthen our Prime Minister and all the members of the cabinet. And I bet you Biafra is here already. Just a question of time. The Egyptian you see today, you shall see them no more. You're welcome, my brother Ndode. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
You're welcome. Go on and speak to Biafrans. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Good morning, every lovers of freedom. I greet every Biafrans, wherever you are listening or you are watching from. I greet every one of you in the name of Chukwu Okikabia. We are going out today. We shall not see evil, evil shall not see us. Every Biafran, those who are in the homeland, those who are in abroad, the prayer is that Almighty God will continue to keep us. Chukwu Okikabia, in whom we call upon, we make a way and provide for us what we are going to use to support this freedom, because it's the most important project that we have at hand now. The freedom of Biafra is non-negotiable. Just as our leader Onyendu have said, is non-negotiable. There is nothing that can replace it. So wherever you are, whatever you are doing, one ejema means a lot. One ejema will go a long way. Just don't bother. It is too small. Don't just mind. Drop it. By the time 2, 3, 4, 5 to 10, 20 people drop their own, it will form something. I'm encouraging every Biafran to do in any way you can support. Any way you can support. It is no more a joke. What you are doing now, it is no more a joke. It is no more a joke. Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming. Biafra is here. Our Prime Minister said you will wake up, you will sleep and wake up one morning. You sleep in Nigeria one night. The next morning you wake up, you're already in Biafra land. And people do not understand what he's saying. Telling you that the turnaround, the freedom is going to be a surprising thing. The freedom, the way it will come, many will still be sleeping. While many are already in Biafra land. Already, many of us we are now seeing that we are already in the land of freedom, but many have not understand it. That's why many are still opposing it. Many saboteurs are still working hard to make sure that the dream will never be actualized. But forget to know that the project of Biafra is not, it is not carnal. It is spiritual. It is spiritual. Those who have spiritual eye will understand that Biafra is not we are not just agitating for freedom because we want to have freedom. We are not agitating for freedom because we want to be like others. It is a project that must be accomplished. It is a divine project on the surface of this earth. Yes. Because at the moment Biafra freedom comes, the intention, the evil intention in this our West Africa will be destroyed. Yes. The only thing that will destroy evil purpose, evil agenda, plans of the enemy, jihadist agendas within this West Africa, it is the emergence of Biafra. And other Africa, Biafra will be, they will use a Biafra as a shelter. Biafra will be a home for them. Yes. As we people are running to the Western world, running to America, it is not going to be like that again. Africa will now use a Biafra as, let's go there. It will become a home of Africans where they will come, they will survive.
Absolutely.
So it is the beginning of, Biafra is the beginning of liberation, is beginning of freedom of every black person in the entire world. So it's very important that everybody support. You're a Biafran, you are not a Biafran, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that the freedom, the project of Biafra is a freedom for all black race. If we are talking, people will think, some will tell you Igbo is Igbo. You can go with your 4 states, 5 states. It is not about 5 states of the Igbos. Biafra is beyond Igbo. Biafra is not Igbo. Biafra is a people of God. People of God. That is Biafra. I see me 5 states, the Igbo. The Biafra. No. It looked like that because the Igbo within the Biafra territory, the Igbo are the majority. So they are the people who are championing this thing. So it looked like there is an Igbo project. No. It is more than Igbo. Biafra is more than anybody. That's why I thank God the way it's happening today, that people eyes are now opening. those in Benue State, some of Biafrans in Edo State, their eyes are now opening to understand the evil intention these people are planning for us. So the better we exit from here, the better for all of us. So I am encouraging everybody, wherever you are, try and do something. Try and do something before something will begin to do somebody.
Yes.
Every day, one thing I want everybody to be doing is that every day before you wake up, before you sleep every day, make sure you put our leader Onyendu in your prayer. Ask the Almighty God, Chukwu Okike Abiama, who have sent him to intervene so that the enemy will be put to shame. Because they thought if they cage Onyendu, that the issue is gone. They never know that the lion of the tribe of Biafra is waiting somewhere to rise. They have seen it. And they are now planning, thinking that they want to kidnap the prime minister. They don't know that those who are even more powerful than prime minister are still waiting, stand by. They are more angry Biafrans who are even more angry than the prime minister, who are waiting to take over the mantle. So if anybody tries anything, they will see her. They will see her. But I know they will not survive. They will not survive. The prime minister has declared it. He said, I will be their end. So whatever they want, let them do. He said, after me, we are not going to pass the battle onto our children. We are passing the freedom onto them. That guy is a great guy. I still don't understand that many people haven't understand the person who God has given us. It is a great honor. It is a great privilege to have somebody like our prime minister doing the type of work he's doing. You see, so the only thing we can do is to support him. He needs our support.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. You have spoken very well. I appreciate you. I can see my brother Ifanye there. Ifanye, he's always busy and outside. So whenever he comes, we'll give him time to talk before he gets back to his job. He's always very busy. Ifanye, my brother, you're welcome.
Okay.
Go on and speak. Then when Ifanye finish, you can still continue on your line of thoughts. My brother and the BC, just let yeah, Ebon, my brother. Go on, Ifanye.
Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I greet you, my brother, please. I greet my brother and this. You know,
good morning.
It is only we that answer them after school. It's only we that name our children after God Almighty.
Yes.
Your name is Ndobisi. Means that life is the most important thing. My own is Ifanye Chukwu. There is nothing greater than this God that he cannot do. There is nothing bigger than this.
Yes.
Understand? So that is what our name means. We are the only people that name our children and our children and our children and our children after God Almighty. For you to know.
You're right.
That's why we are called the Libo, which is the people of Asian.
Yes.
So we are older than anybody on this planet Earth. Because we are the beginning of life itself. For everybody to know. When you understand this, you will know peace. And you will know that we are the beginning. See, a white man said that Biafra people are the beginning of democracy. That democracy started with us. So anybody telling you that it's good, this is what we give out, is what we are trying to take back.
Yes.
We are trying to take back our lost glory. That is what it means. We are trying to take back our lost glory. That is exactly what we are doing. We are not doing anything for us to do another time. The only thing we are trying to do is to take our glory that we lost because of our foolishness and our stupidity and our selfishness. That's all we are trying to do. So, my brother Chiefs, I hear you. It's not easy. Look at me. I'm here. I'm busy. Like this hour, the hour we are now is the hour that I'm doing business. But I'll just come in to drop my 10 cents the way I can for our people to know that this battle is not meant for one man alone.
Yes.
Anyhow you can do. Sharing this program, you are already doing your own evangelism. Liking the program is for you to signal other people that our brothership is online, for them to come and listen to the gospel of redemption. Nothing, nothing less, nothing more. It doesn't take you anything to like this video for other people to know that our brother is online. Do you understand? So you sharing it is also evangelizing for other people to know, for people who doesn't know, for them to know. Do you understand? When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is to go to our prime minister page for me to know if is there any good new update.
Yes.
That's the first thing that I do after praying and get out in the morning. After dropping my children in the school, I will go and check if there's any update on our prime minister platform for nobody to do what to deceive me or begin to tell me what I know already.
Exactly.
You understand? And I want our people to know one thing. These people that are telling you that they are coming to build, they are building an IDB camp in our land, telling you that they want to do training in our land. I want you to know one thing. What they want to do is to stop 2nd December. How are they trying to stop that 2nd December? If they brought those people that they want to bring, which we know that they are terrorists, they will cause mayhem in our land. Not only causing mayhem in our land, they will be the one to go to the same facilities and tie those people that they brought from the north. They will tie them and still say that it was Biafra liberation only, or maybe it was our people who give the order for their people, for their people to be tied. Now they will go and report to UN and the rest of them that our PM and his Biafra liberation army are committing war crime.
Crime, exactly.
For him to
blackmail.
that is committing war crime. We are intelligent. Nobody need to tell me that. PM did not tell me what I'm saying now. I know already. I know that's exactly what they want to do. So nobody need to teach you. Do you understand? You as a Biafran, you and as Igbo man, God born you with wisdom. Wisdom that no man ever inquired. Do you understand? That is the kind of wisdom that God endowed us with. Nobody told me, but I know that is exactly what I want to do. They are looking for a means to stop 2nd December. That is the only thing they are doing. And for them to do it, they don't care to sacrifice more than 100, 2,000 or 3,000 of their people to use it and do what? They don't care. To make sure that they repatriate our PM back. But it will not work because we are 1 million ahead of them. We know exactly what they want to do.
Yes.
Understand? So you, Biafran, anywhere you see anything that is not proper, or anywhere you see anything that you don't trust or you don't understand, try to raise alarm. Understand? Try to raise alarm for other people to know. If you see any project anywhere that you do not understand, any government facilities that you do not understand, raise alarm so that the people on the ground will do what? We do investigation and find out what they want to do there. If it is one that we are going to destroy, we are going to destroy it. We are not leaving any stone unturned. Remember what our leader said. He said that this freedom will come in righteousness, because our God is righteous. He's a righteous God.
Exactly.
That the whole world may know that it is God who gives us this freedom, not man. The whole world now is against us. So long as, just ask yourself a question: why is everybody now fighting against Israel? Now we are in this condition because they know it was Israel that is going to come forth to do what? To give us a helping hand, and everybody is turning against them. But that is why our leader said that it is the last miracle on this planet Earth. How? Because we are going to fight it our own self.
Absolutely.
And we are going to get it our own self. Not that any man give it to us. Because if you are happy for anybody to fight for you, you did not fight for America to bid for their own freedom. America did not go to anybody to come and to go and seek for their help. America stood and fought for their freedom and gave their freedom. And you are there today enjoying for what another man fought for. So why can't you stand as a man and fight for your own freedom and get that freedom? So that your children on board will enjoy when they are saying, they will say, yes, that I can remember Chief Survivor, that he was in the forefront, fighting, broadcasting, enlightening our people for them to know what is going on. Now, the question you are going to ask yourself as a Biafran, what are you doing for this freedom? This program, are you sharing it? This program, are you liking it for other people to know what is going on? They are doing everything possible to block us in the media. But our PM is ahead of them. Our app is already ready. Our app is ready. This our app is ready. We are just waiting for launching. And immediately this app is launched, the whole internet will rock. That the whole world may know that it is God Almighty who put our PM the place it is. Remember what the Prime Minister of Finland said. He said that them, they understand what freedom is all about. Because them, they fought and sacrificed their life for their own freedom. They understand what freedom is all about. If you are thinking that what happened to Dr. Ayaba will happen to our Prime Minister, you are delusional. You are dreaming. Because Finland is not the same thing with the country where Ayaba is. Because Finland understands what freedom is all about. Because they fought for it, for their own freedom. So that's why they are keeping our Prime Minister. And there's nothing, no man born of a woman that will stop this 2nd December. And after 2nd December, the zoo will know why we are called Biafrans. I salute you, brother Chiefs.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Airborne, thank you so much for that amazing contribution as always. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide you and protect you, secure you for us. My fellow Biafran that are watching, you have heard it from our beloved brother, and that is how it is. There is nothing that I'm going to add to what he said. It is just how it is. You that is watching this program, wherever you're watching, what is your own contribution to the restoration of Biafra? You think that restoration of Biafra is only the business of Master Simon Ekpa? No. To restore Biafra, it is the business of every single one of us as Biafrans. Every one of us. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter how rich, how poor, how educated you are, how uneducated you are. You have a role to play. Every single one of us have a role to play. And we must continue to play that role. Wherever you are, in any country, make sure you get acquainted to the government of Biafra. Make sure you are not left behind. Make sure you are doing one thing or the other to play a major role in the restoration of Biafra. If you are not doing something, you better wake up. The time is now. If you are not doing something, wake up. The time is now. There is no time to wait. There is no time to wait. The responsibility lies on you. The responsibility lies on us to make sure that Biafra is restored, and we cannot shy away from that responsibility. The enemy of the Biafran people, they have come to kill, to steal, and to devour. And we will not allow them to succeed. My fellow Biafrans, we must continue, and we must continue to do that which we are supposed to do. Let's hear this.
79 28 48 33 32 or plus 44 74 48 28 26 51 or plus 44 74 47 92 91 63.
Somebody more people. Asima la ya chwa kwa genja ba ya chwa ge. Mini ya chwa ge. Elu ya chwa ga la ya chwa ge shege ngebe kulo ngebe bela. Ijenelu kibre nenu asimelu ya chwa ge. Ofo. Ijenala kibre asima la ya chwa kwa ge geja na seremini. Na afufu niile ka ụmụ Igbo na-ata, afụfụ niile ka ụmụ Biafra na-ata, egbe niile ka a na-agba anyị n'isi anyị, ọnọdụ ọjọọ ka ha na-ekreti, terọrist ka a na-akpọ anyị ma ya bụdị egbe. Asị m ma ndụ niile nke na-aplan onye ọjọọ nke na-ekwu okwu ọjọọ rapụta na soshal midia abalị na ndị karasị m na nnụ geji ala sere mmiri dị si ya.
I want those of you who are hardcore, those who were chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who, from their mother's womb, they are born. You must be very, very strong.
nwere ndị akpọrọ ije nwere onwe ka ụmụ Biafra.
Otu nnọkọ ezinụlọ otu ọda ndị bụ na ndị egede hibere n'ije nwere onwe anyị iji were kwado onye isi ala anyị na ndị otu ọrụ ya Biafra Republic Government in Exile na-akpọ ụwa niile okwu na-akpọkwazi ụmụ Biafra niile nọ na mpaghara mba ụwa niile iji nabata onye isi ala nwa ime mmụọ nke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, nwata tọrọ agbara agbakasị ya ahụ.
Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. That's Simon Hill. He told us to speak about it.
Ọnwa Ọktoba agba 13 n'afọ 2024 ma ọkụ elekere 6 nke mgbede n'oge Biafra ebe ọgbakọ bụ na mbugharị ndị oyibo kpọrọ Zoom.
A human being being sliced into two. Can you imagine such a thing? Biafra is going to emerge as a nation, despite the support of Britain, Russia, Egypt, and some other friends of Nigeria. We all will surely come out as a nation because we are fighting a just cause. Even a little child on the street will tell you this. We shall never go back to Nigeria again. God's grace will surely emerge as a nation. And so, as far as this war continues, we'll fight to the last man.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important.
Welcome back, my fellow Biafrans. We must continue to do the needful, no matter what the enemies are doing, no matter what they are saying, no matter their blackmail, their propaganda. We must continue to do the needful. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you to stand up and do what you have to do. If you are from the old southeastern region of Biafra land, you are from the old southeastern region of Nigeria, you are a Biafran. It doesn't matter the nickname you give to yourself. It is up to you. You are entitled to choose any nickname, but you are a Biafran. The attack against the Biafran today is against every one of us. Injustice against one is injustice against all. Today, they are fighting your brother and you are not talking. You are keeping silent. Tomorrow is going to be your turn. It's just a question of time. And if you are in this region, you hear the attack on Biafrans and you think, oh, they are talking about the Ijo Biafran. Oh, it is the Igbo Biafran. Oh, it is the Fik alone. You are deceiving yourself. Whenever you hear them speak about the Igbo Biafran, they are speaking about everybody in the old southeastern region. They are regarded as Igbos. They are all seen as Igbos. In the eyes of the caliphate, we know ourselves. We know we have different dialects. Even in our dialect, we know that deep down, we are from the same source. We have the same culture, the same ideology, the same lifestyle, almost the same religion. In the old southeastern region, we are one people. The same ancestral parents, that is what we have. There is a link and connection between every one of us in the old southeastern region. That is why the Janjaweed see us as one people. But when they want to divide us politically, they begin to give you names. They call you South-South. They call you Southeast. They call you this and that. But deep down, they know that we are one people. That is why we want to go back to where we started. During the civil war of Nigeria, the civil war that they brought against us, they didn't look at us and say, oh, this one is Ijo. They didn't say, oh, this one is Efik. They didn't say, oh, this one is Igbo. Everyone from the old southeastern region during the civil war was attacked. As long as you're from the old southeastern region, you are prone to attack. Anytime they want to go against the Biafran people, anybody they see you from the old southeastern region, you are prone to attack. They're not going to come and ask you, oh, are you Igbo? Are you Ijo? Are you Efik? Are you Ishakiri? Are you Ibibio? They're not going to ask you that. Within themselves, they know we are one people. It is sad that it is we ourselves that we don't know whom we are. It is very sad that it is the Biafrans themselves that don't know their brothers, they don't know their sisters. Some of us, because of what we will eat, we are denying our identity. Because of positions, because of power, you are denying your identity. Because of your stomach, you are denying your identity. You see a grown-up man answering an Igbo name. His ancestral parents are bearing Igbo names. His culture is Igbo. His language is Igbo. And yet, he will tell you he's not Igbo. He will begin to detach himself and attach himself to a different place because of political position. And some idiotic people like themselves are following them because of money, because of what they will eat. This was the same strategy that the Caliphate used. They came into Biafra land after the civil war and they forced Biafrans to deny their identities. They forced the Biafran people to deny their identities and make their brothers enemies. They planted this enmity in Biafra land after the civil war. And today, some people are still holding on to that because they feel it is in that will be relevant. They feel in that denial that where they will be relevant. They feel in that denial that is where their fraudulent evil will be forgiven. This is the kind of structure the zoo have created to continue to create division among us. But I thank Chukwu Okikabia that the Biafrans are rising up in numbers, and we can no longer condone those idiocy. We can no longer condone those stupidity. We can no longer allow those evil to continue to happen in our midst. Today, our Supreme Namazin Nandekano is in the forefront fighting. Whenever he appears in court, he made it clear that he is there to fight for the Biafran people. He has made it clear that his life is not even important to him. His freedom of his people is important to him. He has made it clear several times that what matters to him is Biafra. That is why he made a statement and he said, it is either Biafra or that. And when he made that statement, they thought it was a joke. Today, you see Mazen Nandekano in the forefront. Even in the face of death, he is still calling for Biafra. They thought that when they kidnap him, then the Biafran people will hands up. Today, the kidnapper of Mazen Nandekano have given birth to Biafra. The kidnapper of Mazen Nandekano have given birth to Biafra. The birth of the new dimension under the command of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. The Biafran government is doing everything humanly possible to see that our freedom is signed and sealed. I pity those idiots who still think there is something they can do to change the situation. Mazen Nandekano was asked a question. In one of the interviews that I used to play all the time, that interview, they asked him, is there anything that can be offered to you for you to change? He said, no. I wish I could lay my hand on that very interview now, so that I can play it, because I love playing it to refresh your memory. Where Mazen Nandekano was asked the question. He was asked, is there anything that can be offered to you for you to leave Biafra? He said, no. Is there anything that can be done so you can stop talking about Biafra? Mazen Nandekano said nothing. They asked Mazen Nandekano, what if they change their mind and begin to do the things you are asking for? Will you stop asking for Biafra? Mazen Nandekano told them, in ABC, it is too late. Mazen Nandekano told them, it is too late. I wish I could lay my hand on that very video. I can't see where I can find that video, so that I can play it, so that you can be able to hear the word of Mazen Nandekano.
For me, it means freedom, liberty, fairness, equity.
Listen carefully to Mazen Nandekano.
In practical terms, these are very good sounding words. But in practical terms, what does Biafra mean? Confederation. So a weak center,
Very weak.
Very strong regions.
Absolutely.
Have you had a change of mind, therefore, about getting an independent Biafra? Because that's what I seem to be hearing.
No, I've not changed my mind, no. And independent Biafra means going back to where we were before the white man came.
Okay, so you're not talking about a federation when you say a confederation. You're not talking about a federation as part of Nigeria. No. You're talking about total independence.
Absolute independence.
Complete independence.
Mazen Nandekan is asking for total and absolute independence. That is what he stands for. Total and absolute independence. Up to this moment, this was an interview granted in the zoo. Listen to him.
Now, is there anything that can happen that will make you change your mind about this particular direction?
Listen.
No.
So it is either Biafra or nothing else.
Or death. Yes.
Or death.
Let's go.
If push.
Did you hear him? It is either Biafra or death. He made it very clear. It is either Biafra or death. It is either he gets Biafra alive or he dies fighting for Biafra. But today, you see people who claim to be following Mazen Nandekan are doing a different thing altogether. They have turned to political group. They have turned to spokesperson for the zoo. Look at the Mazen Nandekan who they preach. Look at Mazen Nandekan who they say is leader. Look at him. He said, it's either Biafra or death. There is nothing that can change. Listen to him.
Comes to shove.
Yes.
Will you go to war?
No, because truth is a far more potent and deadlier weapon than bullets and mortars.
So truth. No war. You've ruled out the
absolutely. I don't believe in war. No war. When I say Biafra,
just like before, we have never gone to war. It is the zoo that always brings war to us. Even our prime minister have made it clear. We are not going into any conventional warfare with Nigeria. They have tried to push us to war many times. No. What the prime minister is doing today is defending the territory of Biafra. Self-defense is what we are doing. Everything you see the Liberation Army of Biafra doing today is still self-defense. That is where we are. Self-defense. So some of them, when you reach at this place, when Mazen said that we are not going to war, some of you get confused. When he was asked, are you going to war? He said, no, we have never gone to war. Our eternal leader, Dim Odumuwochukwu, did not go to war. They brought war to him. And he had no choice to defend himself. That Mazen Nandekan said we are not going to go to war doesn't mean that when you bring war to us, we are not going to defend ourselves. We will not be the one to call for the war. You, when you choose to bring that war, we are going to defend ourselves. And that is what the Prime Minister Mazen Samekwa is doing today. I want you to hear more.
Or that I'll keep pushing. Either I am alive, I die in the process, I won't stop. Allow me to repeat, if you don't mind. Had sovereign national conference,
listen to him,
been convened by the powers that be, where every ethnic national, I said every, I don't care if there are 600, I don't care. Everyone is
all the 500 plus.
Everyone together to say this is, or others can delegate, I don't know, powers to other people to attend on their behalf. Sit down to say, what type of country do we want? Sit down, discuss, agree. I can begin to perhaps submit to your position. It is way too late. They've killed too many. They've ruined too many lives. They've wasted too many souls. How do we bring those people back?
If the federal government, given the agitation that is going on, becomes convinced that, you know what, these people have a point, it is time to actually address all these issues, and they begin to systematically address some of these issues, would you change your mind?
No, because of the deceptions of the past.
No trust?
No trust. Aburi was there, it was negotiated. Nothing happened. 1968, if I recall. And the confab report, what became of it? How about the 3 R's? Reconciliation, reconstruction, and heaven knows what else. What became of them? Nothing. Calabar Seaport is not working. Can you tell me why it's not working? It's a seaport used by the colonial masters. Why is it not working today? How about Iguacha Seaport? Why is it not being used? Why not worry?
I want you to pay attention to what Mazen Nandekan said when he was asked, is there anything that can be done? He said nothing. It is way too late. And he said he cannot ever trust the Zoological Republic. No trust. But today, the people who claim to be followers of Mazen Nandekan are trusting these idiots. Are trusting these idiots as if they were born yesterday. Aburi was discussed. Confab was conducted. Yet, nothing was done. Even they conducted the Okuta panel, which I'm playing. I am going to play another video from Okuta panel now. Listen carefully and follow up this Okuta panel discussion. you are going to see the unapologetic attitude of the zoo for you to know that the caliphate will never, ever, ever have peace with us. There is nothing you can do to hold peace with them. When you hear Mazin Nanikani say, there is no trust, we can't trust them, we can't have anything to do with them, it is too late. Some of you don't understand. Aburi was discussed, confab was done. Okuta panel was set up to see if things were corrected. No apology, nothing was done. And I want to play a clip from Okuta panel. Watch carefully and closely. You are going to see that Nigeria can never ever be redeemed. The only solution remains disintegration. That is the only thing I'm going to say was. Let us listen to this very program, the Okuta panel. Pay attention to every single information. I bet you'll be glad you did. Let's watch.
Now, you have said again that you are not representing the federal government. If the federal government apologizes for, I give you an example, the bombing at Owerri, where 500 people were killed one morning, would you say they are wrong?
I will ask them to also apologize for bombing Kaduna Airport.
Good. When you put your petition.
Beg your pardon?
When you put your petition. You have no petition in this commission.
Neither do we stand for the apology of the federal government.
If the federal government apologizes for the mass killing at Asaba, Oboisoho, which was testified by the bishop and confirmed by Dr. Raya, which you did not report here, will you, Arewa, raise an eyebrow?
With that hypothesis, if you still raise an 8.6 trillion million
not million,
and accuse
I'm
us,
talking about apology.
yes.
If the federal government decides to apologize,
and you still came here to say what you have said, we will still enter a response.
Did you hear him?
Is there anything that you did in the army that you want to apologize now?
None that I know of.
None that you know of?
Yes.
As commander.
Are you hearing this man? This was a man that commanded the massacre in Biafra land. Live on the Okuta panel, saying that he will not apologize. That even if federal government apologizes, he wouldn't apologize. A Fulani man. You see his pride. Even after that genocide, this is Okuta panel. He is still proud and saying that he will never apologize. I want you to pay attention. When we tell you that the only thing that will go to save the zoo is to end it, let everybody go their separate ways. We don't want apology from anybody. We don't need any apology. We do not need any apology from anybody. I want you to listen carefully to the question that was asked to this man and the way he responds. Pay attention to every single thing that is being said on this Okuta panel. You will begin to realize there is not, if you are one of those who is hoping, oh, let us try it this way, it's going to work. Nothing. Just as Mazin Nanekano said, you cannot trust these people. Never. They are unapologetic in their crime against the Biafrans. Even they deny the genocide. Whenever you talk about it, they trash it and they throw it and fail. Something you cannot do to the Jews. You can't do it. The genocide that was going against the Jews, you dare not joke with it or play with it. But in our own case, even the international community is supporting these idiots to play down on the lives that we are lost in Biafra land, innocent lives. I want you to pay attention and listen. Listen to the idiocy, the pride and the arrogance of this man.
It's $10. I apply to $10. Yes, I will be there. I'll be there. My Lord, I will also tender in particular page 17 of that book.
Just listen carefully. Listen to every single thing you're going to hear here.
My Lord,
you want to show him the exhibit?
And I want to tender it. And I want to tender in particular page 17.
110.
And in particular,
Nigeria be reconciled, 110.
And in particular, page 17.
But he's charging you for publishing. He published it.
Oh, he published it. My Lord, a lot of people will be charged for the books that have gone in here.
So you haven't paid for using it. Yes, another one.
You must have heard that sometime in April, the same Pope went to Greece and publicly apologized for all the Catholic Church had done for the last 500 years. Did you hear about it?
I did, yes.
Thank you. I pray to tender this, my Lord.
Exhibit 111.
Your Lordship, please. Witness, you accept that for an apology, there has to be repentance. One has to acknowledge that something has happened which his conscience does not admit.
Not necessarily. I don't accept.
You cannot say for General Gawan why he apologized, can you?
Because he wants us Nigerians.
Can you?
What?
Can you say why General Gawan apologized?
I cannot say.
Thank you.
It's not my position to say. I don't know what you apologize for either.
You didn't hear him. You didn't hear him. And even the one that gave that fake apology is not supposed to apologize. We don't want the apology. All we need is to get apology.
Now, you have said again that you are not representing the federal government. If the federal government apologizes for, I give you an example, the bombing at Owerri, where 500 people were killed one morning, would you say they are wrong?
I will ask them to also apologize for bombing Kaduna Airport.
Good. When you put your petition.
Beg your pardon?
When you put your petition. You have no petition in this commission.
Neither do we stand for the apology of the federal government.
If the federal government apologizes for the mass killing at Asaba, Oboisoho, which was testified by the bishop and confirmed by Dr. Oraya, which you did not report here, will you, Arewa, raise an eyebrow?
With that hypothesis, if you still raise an 8.6 trillion million
not million,
and accuse
I'm
us,
talking about apology.
yes.
If the federal government decides to apologize,
and you still came here to say what you have said, we will still enter a response.
Is there anything that you did in the army that you want to apologize now?
None that I know of.
None that you know of?
Yes.
As commander of the battalion that massacred people at Item, Owerri, Oboisohe and Asaba, now, would he, that commander, apologize?
My division, which I commanded, was not a battalion. There were battalions and brigades. If they engage in massacre, in accordance to what you say, I would have court-martialed them.
Good. If you did not, and people are now saying, for what you have done, murder of people in open day at Item, Murder of people, 9:15 a.m. in a market, 700 dead. Murder of defenseless people who have come to welcome the Nigerian troops, 537. Would you expect that person now, like Gawan, to say, I am sorry?
I, as a combatant commander of the troops,
as a witness in this box,
testifying for and on behalf of the soldiers who fought the Civil War, they fought it in the principle of preserving the Nigerian Federation. I have no apologies for maintaining the Federation of Nigeria. That was my task. If my commander-in-chief, who was in command, gave me command, which I carried out with troops, if he now fails to apologize, and he has apologized, it is in his own wisdom to do so. But insofar as I commanded troops and obeyed orders within the competence of my profession, I have no apologies. I have no apologies.
In your religion,
here together as citizens of Nigeria.
In your religion, you have a word called talion, equivalent of revenge. Is that correct?
Maybe correct, yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Because of that religion, you did not forgive the coup plotters of January. You revenged because of your religion in July.
It was never a religious context.
No.
I was never engaged in any religious context. I was not in a jihad. I was not.
Brother.
I was a soldier carrying out orders.
No, what I'm saying is,
two of you can go on standing.
Yes. What I'm saying
your
is
friend
that
has
because
Sorry, sir.
Is standing. Yes, what is it about?
My lord, we're trying to reconcile Nigerians and look for a better Nigeria. We cannot be bringing religious sentiments here. You see, the way he's putting it, this can start any religious problem in this country, my lord.
All right, I'll put it another way.
Let him mind.
I will put it in another way. Please let my time not run out. Witness.
I don't know.
Yes.
Is it correct to say that the July coup was to revenge January coup?
It was an outbreak of indiscipline, motivated and inspired by the breakdown of law and order, which was motivated or
Is it a revenge?
Revenge is a matter of interpretation. What are they revenging?
If there had not been the January coup, would there have been a July coup?
They wouldn't.
Thank you. Thank you. Now look at finally at your appendices. Show him what is at the back of this paper. Figures. The appendices you have shown as to our claim for disempowerment.
Yes.
All those documents.
Yes.
Divide Nigeria.
All these are exhibits.
Yes, exhibits.
Already tendered.
Yes, madam.
Okay. All right.
They are in appendix, exhibit 63. All the attachments, what Arewa tried to do was to divide Nigeria into north and south. Is that correct?
Arewa was not dividing any Nigeria.
That is the way you were comparing our claim.
We're not comparing your claim.
You are responding to.
We were making
a response.
Statistical.
You were making a response.
As a response, yes.
Ndi Igbo said they have no refinery in Igbo land. And your response is South has one refinery, North has one refinery. That is what you said. Is that correct?
Yes.
That one in the South, is it in Igbo land?
It is in the part of Nigeria.
Is it in Igbo land?
Nigeria is not administered by ethnic groups, my lord. Let us understand something.
There is a claim before this panel, not by Nigerians.
Against who? For
against the federal government for injustice. And they say there are 2-3 refineries in Nigeria.
Yes.
There is one in Kano.
Yes.
Kaduna.
Kaduna.
He answered.
I answered. I'm just saying yes to you because yes. You show me the one in Kano.
There is one in Kaduna. There is one in Port Harcourt. There is one in Warri. They are drilling for one unsuccessfully in Maiduguri. There is none in Ndibo. Is that correct? All right.
My lord,
is that correct?
You have talked. Look, when you say Port Harcourt, you didn't say Nkwere or whatever drive is there. When you said Kano, you didn't say Hausa. The petrol refinery in Kano that you said, or in Kaduna, is not for Hausas. You didn't say the one in Calabar is
again. You have no.
When it comes to your own say Igbo land.
Did you read
the fuel station? The petrol refinery distributed according to. We should now have 400 refineries.
Can I ask you another question? Do you know Sisi Ono, Chief Sisi Ono?
Chief who?
Chief Sisi Ono.
I've heard of him.
Good.
The one whose daughter is married to Ojukwu. Oh, who? I don't know who you are talking about. Chief.
I don't know people by their female children. Well, that Ojukwu gave evidence in Enugu.
Ojukwu?
Yes, Ono.
Ono?
Sisi Ono, yes.
Yeah, he gave his daughter.
He gave evidence.
Oh, he gave evidence?
Yes. You read it in the transcript. He said, he gave the positions of electricity in Nigeria. He said the one at Oju River was cannibalized since 1966.
Yes.
Since then, the federal government has built a power station in Chirora Dam.
Yes.
Power stations in 11 places in Nigeria.
Yes.
And they have not bothered to repair Oji.
Unfortunate.
Good.
I have also complained about the mismanagement of our resources.
Is that just? It's unfortunate.
I said it's unfortunate.
Thank you.
You are supposed to maintain what you have. We fail to maintain what we have, not just.
Do you know? If you don't know, say you don't know. There are 46 federal government-sponsored irrigation dams. You know what I mean?
Alive or dead?
Irrigation, not dam, D-A-M.
Yes, I say, are those dams alive or dead?
I said they are functioning now that we are talking. 46 in the north, in all the states in the north. There is none in Ohanese Ndiwu area. Do you know?
I don't know.
You will not know.
There is none in Buraland, as much as I know.
You have not petitioned. That is the problem.
Well, if Nigeria has been developing by petition, now we know. I thought Nigeria is developing by development plans.
The federal government, in the speech which you read,
yes,
the head of state speech,
yes,
he inaugurated this and said, because of these inadequacies,
yes,
because of these complaints about marginalization,
yes,
those who feel injured,
yes,
who feel marginalized,
yes,
should come to these people here. That's why we're here.
Human rights on development.
That's what the head of state said.
Yes, I agree.
Those who feel they are marginalized,
yes,
or even threatened,
and that's why we have responded, because we are marginalized.
You have not responded. You have not claimed. You have not made any claim.
No, we have no claim, but we have responded. We have said when you go by this, we too are doubly marginalized.
Arewa has been said to be a busybody group. Do you agree?
A busybody.
Going around. Things, interlopers, somebody says. People who don't have anything that concerns them, but they put themselves into it. I put to you, that is
our democratic right to participate in everything in Nigeria in which we feel we are concerned. We are not interlopers.
For how many minutes?
We are not immigrants. We are indigenous. We are entitled to whatever you claim, we can also claim. There is no dam in my village. There's no electricity. There's no public water, and I'm served this country as a general.
How do you get to Owerri? How do you get to Owerri? By road or by air or by bicycle or by land? You get to Owerri. It's on the map. You see, whoever wants to get to Owerri will find out how to get there. Yesterday, I didn't want to ask you about this. You were asked by your lawyer about your wife from Owerri. Yes.
This part is very interesting. Do you know that this man, this Janjaweed, is married to an Igbo woman? This man that was part of the man that committed genocide in Biafra land, married. This was after the genocide, after everything. Stole a woman from Owerri, claiming that he's an in-law. And that is what they are doing. That is what you see Hopus of them are doing today. When you see Hopus of them forcing the Imo State people to marry Janjaweed, you think it's for your progress. They want to use to come into you and destroy you. It is unbelievable to imagine that a man that sponsored the genocide of the Igbos is marrying an Igbo woman after all this genocide they committed. This man that is speaking, I want you to listen to see that the woman he married, he has never visited their home one day. Never one day. Our women, watch this part very well.
Where is the place in Owerri? You have 9 minutes.
My wife hails from Umoiche compound. Her father, late Benjamin Mere, on Douglas Street, Owerri. Yes.
The head of state speech.
Yes.
He inaugurated this and said, because of these inadequacies,
yes,
because of these complaints about marginalization,
yes,
those who feel injured,
yes,
who feel marginalized,
yes,
should come to these people here. That's why we're here.
Human rights on development.
That's what the head of state said.
Yes, I agree.
Those who feel they are marginalized,
yes,
or even threatened
and that's
by
why we have responded, because we are marginalized.
You have not responded. You have not claimed. You have not made any claim.
No, we have no claim, but we have responded. We have said when you go by this, we too were doubly marginalized.
Arewa has been said to be a busybody group. Do you agree?
A
busybody going around. Things, interlopers, somebody says. People who don't have anything that concerns them, but they put themselves into it. I put to you, that
is our democratic right to participate in everything in Nigeria in which we feel we are concerned. We are not interlopers.
For how many minutes?
We are not immigrants. We are indigenous. We are entitled to whatever you claim, we can also claim. There is no dam in my village. There's no electricity. There's no public water, and I'm served this country as a general.
How do you get to Owerri? How do you get to Owerri?
By road or by air or by bicycle or by land? You get to Owerri. It's on the map.
You see,
whoever wants to get to Owerri will find out how to get there.
Yesterday, I didn't want to ask you about this. You were asked by your lawyer about your wife from Owerri.
Yes.
Where is the place in Owerri?
You have 9 minutes. My wife hails from Umoiche compound. Her father, late Benjamin Mere, on Douglas Street, Owerri. Yes. They are still there.
I'm interested in this. His wife is from Owerri. Have you ever gone to Owerri?
That is the point.
By road?
My lord,
have you ever gone to Owerri by road?
I went to Owerri to betroth my wife.
When?
In 1962. 62.
No. If you go now, you can't reach Owerri.
That's what I'm telling you.
Well, if you can reach Owerri. My wife did get to Owerri. There was a function recently, and she went there.
Did you ask? Why don't you accompany your wife? Love, show it. Show love.
Are you now contesting I don't show love for my wife? Did you pay for her to go there?
Did you
pay for the functions?
Why
did you ask me how much sacrifice I have had to make in the proportion of what my resources are for her to go there and enjoy the function
That
on
is
our
the problem.
behalf. You cannot tell me.
That is the problem.
Let me bring her here to tell you whether I have shown her love for 40 years or not. Let me tell you, sir, my lord, our first son, which we got, is a graduate. He is married to a chief lady, and I'm a proud grandfather of a son and daughter from Tiv land and Igbo land extraction. I am building Nigeria, and I fought for this country. I will do anything for us to survive. The people should blame for not giving you these roads are there. You drink and fraternize with them. If they give you a brief, they will give you millions. They don't give me a brief. Why do we complain? Human rights. You brought this thing here for people who killed people.
Show him the book on Zago, finally. Show him the book on Zago. Show him. Show him. The book you tendered.
Yes.
There is a letter. There is a letter at page 150.
A letter at page 150.
On your exhibit, that is book on Zago which you tendered. Can you read it, please? And that will be my last question.
Letter on page 150.
Appendix 2.
Yes. Federal Prison, Kirikiri, 4th February 65. Beg your pardon. My dear Oba, I can probably smuggle out this letter to you in spite of the strict security which forbids us to let anyone know our whereabouts. You probably know already. The story is that when I got to Lagos on the night of the 19th of January, I was first taken to the Lagos Teaching Hospital. Almost 24 hours later, Igboba and Mohammed Murtala were sent to come with a guard of 2 private soldiers armed with Tommy guns and borne in an open Land Rover to arrest me. There are 20 officers here and about 130 other ranks. The officers are as follows: Colonel Banjo, Don Akafo, Aganya, Nwobosi, Adeleke, Yudiaja, Eziadigbo, Tijani Katsina, killed Second Lieutenant Odu in brackets, Ebiko, Nweke, Ekejiafo, Wokocha, Okaka, Elegbede, not involved, Onyefuru, Onguluka, Anyafulu, Egweze, Okocha, and me, of course. Banjo and Aganya were arrested for the same offense. The former was arrested for giving the weapons to Banjo. Ifejuna and my colleagues in the south made such a nonsense of this affair, with results that people are accusing us of being one-sided. The so-called loyalist troops, under the influence of the Supreme Commander, urged on by certain tribalists, encouraged private soldiers and NCOs to cane and maltreat some of these officers and the men now in Kirikiri whilst they were under detention in the Federal Guard in 2nd Battalion. They were beaten with kobokos daily, starved and forced to drink urine at gunpoint. Nwobosi nearly had his eyes poked out with a rifle muzzle, and Oyewele, who is still admitted on the military hospital, had his forehead and nose smashed to bits with a rifle in the presence of Ikanem, Captain Iwe, Major Ali, and a few other loyalist officers. If you see the men here in prison, you will be sorry for them. Koboko and bayonet wounds all over the face and body. It is terrible. In fairness to them, loyalists, they were probably acting so in order to please some faction of the army that felt the human loss. But that is not how to soldier. We get VIP treatment in the prison, and all warders and prisoners respect me as head of the revolutionary group. We are not allowed to write letters stating that we are here, nor are we allowed to give details of this place. One corporal was shot dead, and one Sergeant Nathaniel badly wounded by tribalist troops of the Federal Guard. The character of the revolution in the North was entirely different because of the organization, which included every shade of person. In the South, the Northern officers and troops feel that the coup is aimed against the North. Everyone seems quite jittery at this end, and they will fire at anything that moves. The army is completely untrained and will need a lot of cleaning out and retraining. We do not know how long we are expected to be here.
Thank you very much. My Lord, I apply to tender that page as a separate exhibit. Appendix 2.
What's the name of the book?
It's in the book, my Lord.
Which book?
What's the name?
Zegu, by Olusegun Obasanjo.
He tendered it yesterday. It's been 74, my Lord.
Page what?
Page 150, Appendix 2.
Page
150.
Exhibit what? 74. Flag it and mark it exhibit 112. 112. Page 74 of exhibit.
What time is it?
What?
Finally.
74.
Okay, page 74 of exhibit what?
Page 150.
Let's see. Exhibit is 74. Page is 150. Page 150 of exhibit 74. Tendered as exhibit.
Please finally show him exhibit 8.
1.
Finally show him exhibit 8.
2.
Exhibit 8.
Mark it 112.
8. One of those books. Final question.
You have half a minute.
I know. Yes, that's exhibit 8.
Yes. Exhibit 8.
That is the book by Bullier.
Yes.
It was written in 1981.
Yes.
Up to now, some of those like you or other army officers who know something and who participated have not written about that coup.
We did not know it, and I didn't participate.
That is all for
the coup 1966. All I knew was after.
Now, how do we start? Who has 2 hours? Somebody has 1 hour. You have 2 hours.
No, yes, and
all right, then go on.
Okay. And I will not even take more than 1 hour. It's re-examination.
Well, if you don't take more than 1 hour, it helps us further.
Thank you, my lord.
You have 2. If you take one, we are grateful to you. All right.
Now, I want you to pay attention. Agent Jawid now is coming to cross-examine, and you're going to see how they're going to ridicule everything that has to do with this very discussion. Now you will see the true color of the caliphate, the Fulani people. These people are unapologetic. When we say it is only Biafra that will be the solution, you don't understand. When you listen to these people, anytime you see anybody from the old Southeastern region talking about one Nigeria, you will spit on that very person. After listening to this program, and you see somebody talking about one Nigeria, more especially a Biafran, spit on that very person, spit on him. And in this program, you understand why we banned Gowon from coming Biafran threat. Because even the apology of Gowon was fake. It was never real. That apology that Gowon gave was fake. These people are unapologetic in the genocide they committed in Biafra land, and they continue to ridicule it, they continue to play on us. These are foreigners, terrorists who were brought into the zoo. Today they have decimated the indigenous people, they have taken over the indigenous people land. Nobody is saying anything about it. And they are unapologetic about their actions. I want you to listen to their cross-examination. Listen very carefully to the cross-examination of a genuine lawyer. Then you will understand how wicked, how unrepentant these people are.
General, I thought you are calling your witness.
No, he is my witness.
No. You say you are calling extra.
No, yes, that is different.
All right. Do whatever you like with your time.
Yes. General, there are more Igbos in diaspora than there are in the East.
Just listen to this idiot. Just listen to where he's coming from.
If you know, say yes. If you don't know, say you don't know.
I'm finding it difficult to compute.
Okay. Now it is correct that Igbos own lands and shops all over Nigeria without any hindrance.
So that is
yes.
Good.
But they bought it to
now it is also correct that we laid in evidence before this honorable commission a document which showed that Northern Nigerian government not only preserved abandoned properties but also collected rents and handed them over.
Yes.
Now, in Sardaona's book, My Life, that is Exhibit 88, which was tendered yesterday, Sardaona's definition of middle belt could not have been anything other than middle belt of northern Nigeria.
Correct.
Now, from that Exhibit 91, give it to him, please, quick. Exhibit 91 on the map. Now, General Gowon, who ruled Nigeria for 9 years, is from the middle belt.
Yes.
General Babangida, who ruled Nigeria for 8 years, is from the middle belt.
Yes.
Abdul Salam, who completed the 18 years, is from the middle belt.
Yes.
So those who have been dominating Nigeria are the middle belters.
I'm sorry, my lord. This can hardly be re-examination.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, he's entitled
we want
to use
every available evidence.
Very well.
Where is the man from the middle belt? He should be one worrying. Not you. Yes. He said every middle belt. Let's go on.
Please give him Exhibit 99.
99.
Tafawa Balewa is also from the middle belt.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Give him quickly Exhibit 99, the Hausa document from Kano. Yes, Ampadai. Now, that's how that document in Hausa.
Yes.
Was from one of the victims who was, they were lined up and shot, and they thought he was dead, and he wrote his own story. He said, Nine Babai Sheda.
Correct.
Means I am the witness of the truth.
Yes.
Now, go to page 6. At page 6,
yes.
He listed the names of the 5 of them who were lined up together and shot as Aminu, Sharu, Rijali, Ahmed, and Umar.
Anybody can write that.
Page 6.
Yes.
Yada bin Yafaru?
Yes, no, yes, line 3 or 4. You will see their names. Ni, Aminu, Sharu, Rijali, Ahmed, and Umar.
My own version of book written in Hausa, not in English. they write their own story, and that is how they deceive their people. When they want to write their own information, they write it in Hausa.
What line? Sorry, what line?
Line.
They are writing it.
No, ina da suna. Aha, line 3. Yadda abin ya faru, page 6.
Page 6, 1, 2.
It's titled Yadda abin ya faru. The misali.
Yes, that's the heading. Yes.
Good. The misali.
Line 3.
Good.
Aminu da Sharu. Mai daka.
Da Rijali. Da Ahmed. Da Umar.
Da kuma Umar sai.
Yes, these are. No, it's all right. These are the 5 of them who were brought out at 3 a.m. And then go to page 17. That's why he explained how the 5 of them were lined up and shot.
Yes. Page 17.
Yes, how the 5 of them were lined up and shot. The 5 of them who were taken out together.
Yes.
Now, when he was asking you some questions and saying Alhaji Yusuf, you did not know he was referring to our chairman. Or did you know?
I think I must have adverted to Alhaji Yusuf being the chairman.
Okay, and do you know Alhaji Yusuf was a commissioner of police, not an assistant commissioner of police? At that time?
I did not know him at that time.
Okay. No, he said he was an assistant commissioner and you said no. Okay, I'm correcting it for you now. And it was Iransi who appointed him to head the special branch.
I believe so.
Okay. Now, you must have seen the interview of Chief Ajuluchuku, point blank,
yes,
where he admitted that the coup was organized by the Igbos and Dr. Azikiwe was aware.
Yes.
He also said in the tape, which we promised to bring to the commission,
yes,
that he tried to go and tell Sardauna and he was prevented from doing so by Chief Okpara.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, the news we all heard was that Akintola and the British High Commission alerted late Sardauna. And it is not that he refused to run away, but he said his life was in the hand of God.
Correct.
Thank you. Now, please give me Exhibit 104, that list. Quick, the list, the long list. Now, that list is from Nigerian Chronicle newspaper out of Nigerian Chronicle paper of March 17th, 1967. No, Chronicle.
Nigerian Outlook.
Outlook, okay, Nigerian Outlook.
Friday, March 17, 1967.
It is not a gazette.
No.
It is not an official report of government.
No.
Thank you.
The newspaper.
Now, he made reference, he asked you a question on the Tribune column of Uncle Bola Ige, where they referred to Hausa Fulani as the Tutsis.
Yes.
You are aware that Bola Ige gave an interview to Weekly Trust, admitting the column but denying what they published.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, let me, for purposes of empathy, that House of Words, which late Abubakar Tafawa Balewa was said to have said, did not say Igbos were not part of Nigeria or should not be part of Nigeria.
He did not.
In any case, you fought a 3 years war to keep them as part of Nigeria.
You see, these people are very...
30 months.
30 months.
That very word they're talking about, they spoke in Hausa. I understand Hausa very well. And from my own interpretation of the Hausa, I understood Hausa. I have lived in the north for more than 7 years. I can speak Hausa. It says that Igbos are not part of Nigeria. They have no place in Nigeria. That is what it says. I played it yesterday. I can't go back there today. It says Igbos can never find a place. It can never be existing in Nigeria. They won't find a place of abode in Nigeria. That is what it means. But you see them, they speak in their language and they translate to confuse themselves and their own people.
Thank you very much. Now, naming an airport, international airport, is the responsibility of Federal Minister of Transport.
It is.
From 1999 to date, the Minister of Transport is Chinwe, an Igbo lady.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You see these people. Now, he is calling people who are there. Now you understand why they always appoint Igbos on a position where they're going to use you. Just like the way they are using this idiot in Enugu State, this what's the former governor of Ebonyi State, Dave Umahi. As they are using Dave Umahi today, in the future, if our children begin to complain, they say, after all, the minister of construction or whatever is your brother, and he didn't do anything in your land. Meanwhile, they have written the script and forced him to do what he has to do. You see why we just have to get out of the zoo? Because they will always blame you. Go and check all their places now. If you go, their spokesperson in the police is a Biafra. Their spokesperson in the army is a Biafra. Their spokesperson in the FCC. Everywhere they commit their crime, they will use a Biafran as their spokesperson. And tomorrow, they will tell you, is it not your brother that was there and was speaking? Now you see why we have to remove ourselves from the zoo. Remove yourself before it is time. Mazen Nani can make it clear. Serve the zoo and come back in shame, if not dead. Today, you see how they use the other one that is in prison in London. They use that one. Finally, he's in prison in London. You see Ojo Zokalo when he was crying, after using him. The same thing is going to happen to Dave Umahi, Hope Uzodinjo. All of them are going to face. Look at, just listen how they are blaming people who we have been appointed.
Now, Chukuma Nzegu was given a full burial by
Federal military government.
Yes. Under General Yakubu Gowon.
Yes.
General Ironsi did not deem it fit to do the same to Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa or Sir Ahmad Bello.
He did not.
Thank you very much.
Neither to the military officers.
Thank you very much. Now you are aware that this commission was established within the first 2 weeks of the present administration.
I believe so.
So it is not correct to say that the speech by General Obasanjo in October last year was before the formation of this commission. That was what the council said. It was not correct.
The speech was, I believe, 29th of
May 2000. And this commission was established in June 1999. So it was wrong for the council to suggest to you that the speech was made before the commission was established.
Correct.
Thank you. Now, when Gowon apologized, he apologized as head of Nigeria Pray, not as head.
Now listen to the apology of Gowon. This man is making it clear that the apology of Gowon, he just apologized because he's a Christian, the head of a Christian organization. He didn't apologize that he was apologizing on behalf of Nigeria. Now you understand, when we say the only alternative for us is to get out of the zoo, don't think it is a joke. I want you to listen now. This man is interpreting the apology of Gowon. That the apology of Gowon, it concerns him, it is because of his church or his organization, it doesn't have anything to do with Nigeria or the North or the Civil War. Now you understand when we say we must get out of these people. My brothers and sisters, if you don't understand it now, after watching this program, you will never understand it again.
Thank you very much.
Neither to the military officers.
Thank you very much. Now you are aware that this commission was established within the first 2 weeks of the present administration.
I believe so.
So it is not correct to say that the speech by General Obasanjo in October last year was before the formation of this commission. That was what the council said. It was not correct.
The speech was, I believe, 29th of
May 2000. And this commission was established in June 1999. So it was wrong for the council to suggest to you that the speech was made before the commission was established.
Correct.
Thank you. Now, when Gowon apologized, he apologized as head of Nigeria Pray, not as head of the federal military government. Is that correct?
In fact, I was asked to tender the exhibit.
No, I'm just asking whether you know that when he apologized, whether he apologized as head of the federal military government or as head of Nigeria Pray, which was what he was doing at that time.
He has 1 hour. You can go ahead.
I think the prayer session that he was attending was a Christian assembly.
No, he was a head of an organization, prayer group, and he was going around the country.
Yes.
If you read the document, he apologized for the war and those who innocently suffered.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much. Now, to your knowledge, did Ojukwu up till today apologize to the Igbos for what he caused them, or to Nigerians?
No.
Look at this madman. Just listen to this madman.
No, he has not.
To your knowledge,
they brought war upon the Biafran. Ojukwu was defending his own people. Ojukwu committed no crime. Not anyone known to any man. He never did anything against the Igbos. Not even the Nigerians. He was on his own. They brought war, and Ojukwu was defending himself. But look at what the narrative they are pushing. Even in Okuta panel.
Bule, who admitted here before the commission that he was part of that coup, apologized to the Igbos or to Nigerians?
No, he did not.
Now, to your knowledge, before either Dr. Azikwe or Chief Michael Okpara died, did any one of them apologize to Nigerians?
Never.
Thank you very much. Now, when Pope came to Nigeria, he came during the time of Alhaji Shehu Shagari and General Sani Abacha.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So.
Now, if federal government apologized to the Igbos for the alleged massacre in Aba, ACAB will have a right to protest and insist on apology for the thousands of northerners who were killed at Imo Bridge.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Now, to your knowledge, and as far as you can recollect, did your brigade engage in any massacre or murder of defenseless civilians?
Not that I know of.
Thank you very much. You also recollect that you were issued with a code of conduct and you complied by it?
Yes, we did.
Yes. Now, do you think Nigeria has the resources to have a refinery for every ethnic nationality?
No. I don't think we have the resources.
Okay. Now, can you put an amount, either in naira, pound sterling, or dollars, for the northern leaders and the western leaders killed or murdered in January 66 coup?
I won't venture to.
Thank you very much. That's all for him, my lord. Haji Maria.
My fellow Biafrans.
Thank you very much. They say you can.
Biafrans, we will stop this madness here. If we continue to listen to these idiots, we will not get out of here. But the only thing I want to draw to your ear is that the only alternative is for us to go our separate ways. Nigeria can never be united. Nigeria will never know peace. Nigeria can never succeed, can never be protected, can never succeed. It doesn't matter how you try to paint it. The only alternative is disintegration. To your tent, O Israel. Arewa, go your way. Oduduwa, go your way. Middle Belt, go their separate ways. The Biafrans go. You can see in this discussion, they were even trying to indict the Middle Belt. It was the Middle Belt that did this and did that, and they removed themselves completely from the whole thing. All these things I'm playing are stages that have been passed to see if Nigeria can work. But each time the danger will come on that stage, what do? They bastardize this. You see their arrogance unapologetically. This is Okuta panel that was meant to maintain peace. People apologize for what they have done. But you can see the ignorance. You can see the way they make jest and ridicule everything. If you are a Biafran and you are not yet ready, you will never ever be ready again. We are going to stop this program here, and we will continue again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu. Please support the liberation of Biafra. Support the Biafran government the best way you can. Support. Contribute to the IOU loan. Give the loan to Biafra, and you will have 100% interest and other benefit that follows it. Join the fundraising every Saturday. Join the fundraising. Make a contribution. Prepare for the convention that is coming. Prepare. Get your tickets. Be in that convention to make history. If you have not yet voted on the referendum, I don't know what you're waiting for. The link is there. Go through the link and cast your vote. Cast your vote. Your own vote counts. Already we have more than 50 million has voted. People who are not still voted are still there. Go and cast your vote now. Don't wait till tomorrow. In that very convention of November, December, the final result of the referendum will be mentioned. After the final result, the declaration of the restoration of independence of the will be made on the 2nd of December. And there is no going back. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Obuka, take up a responsibility. Pick up something that you start doing, because Biafra must come. Before we go, I want you to carry this very statement of our Prime Minister in your heart. Let this statement be in your heart. Don't ever forget it. Don't ever forget it. But before I play that statement for our Prime Minister, I pray for every one of us as Biafrans for strength. I pray for every one of us as Biafrans to know the truth. Focus on the truth. Focus on the restoration of Biafra. I pray for guidance, protection for every Biafra. I pray for the Liberation Army. I pray for the resistance fighters. I pray for Black Marines. I pray for all the forces fighting for us on the ground. I pray for the federal government in the homeland. I pray for every member of the media and our speakers on different platforms. I pray for the members of the cabinet of Biafra. I pray and I pray and I pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. I pray that Chukwu Obuka will protect him, guide him, secure him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Every trap they set for him, it will catch them. Every pit they dig for him, they will fall into it. I pray that Mazi Simon Ekpa, we have 2,000 men wisdom. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. Chukwu Obuka will build a wall of fire around him. He will lead us to victory. No power will stop him. I pray for our supreme leader, Mazi Nandekam, wherever he is. I pray for good health for him. I pray for healing for him. I pray for strength for Mazi Nandekam. I pray for his freedom. I pray for protection for Mazi Nandekam. I pray that Chukwu Obuka will guide him, protect him, and secure him wherever he is. I pray that Mazi Nandekam will join us very, very soon. No weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafrans shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Leader Mazi Nandekam shall prosper. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to go home with this message. Listen very carefully.
I want every one of you to remember these 3 words. Nigerians, we are no more. Southeasterners and Southerners, we cannot become. And Biafrans, we must be.
Have this word at the back of your mind, and your life will never be.